Lake Worth has a large Haitian population, and they are working on teaching me some Creole, which I'm merci for that. And it's something that has concerned me for a long time, the situation for youth in our city. We want better opportunities. So I'm very glad for the work that Haitian Heroes is doing, and we'll continue to support it. Thank you.
One minute rebuttal.
That's right. Again, c'est commissionnaire Al Jacques de Delrevich. J'ai 4 points là, si nous voulons prendre contact avec moi. L'importance que gagne là, gagne elected officials, moun qui est qui viennent dans la communauté et en pile fois c'est comme ça qu'on joue un accès. Vous comprenez? Accès des sous gain business, n'importe ça qu'on gagne, the access is very important. So that you have elected officials here, make sure you get their contact information. If you live in Lake Worth, if you live in Boynton Beach, you live in Delray, I've got my contact information right here. Thanks again.
Is there anybody else? I don't want to miss out anyone. Please come forward after 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last but not least, I have the greatest privilege and honor to present you tonight one of our candidates in Lake Worth for commissioner, and his name is Serge Jérôme. Serge, c'est un réel plaisir de vous avoir avec nous. Présente-toi.
Hello, good evening everyone. Bonsoir tout le monde. My name is Serge Jérôme Jr. Some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. But I'm going to be running for commissioner in the city of Lake Worth in District 2. You know, the community works together. I see that the commission and the government is working with the Haitian community. In Lake Worth, they just ignore the Haitian community. But now I think it's time to have a representative in our community, Panu, un monde qui petit power, pour camper pour to represent you.
Thank you very much, and this is the end. You guys see? Youth power.
That's right.
Haitian hero. Let's move forward.
Thank you very much, Anne-Pierre. Now it's gonna be with pleasure that I'm gonna introduce to you all of the volunteers, all of the young folks who make this such a wonderful event. Now I'm gonna call all of the committee members we had for this conference. What we did, we had a lot of events, and I cannot see of anyone who's here today who did not do something for this conference, because everybody was doing something for the conference. I cannot imagine this. And now they said that we Haitians, we don't do stuff together, but it's only when we do not have good leadership. Look what's happening now. Now let me please have an honor to introduce our young volunteers, all of the committees, planning committees. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Don't be shy. Planning, come over here, young folks. Planning committees, fundraising committees, committee members, award committee members, and print and promotion committee members. Guys, you're not gonna tell me that I'm the oldest among you. It looks like it. Put your hands together for them. They made it happen. Guys, come over here. Come over here. I don't see everybody. Our young community members. Brenda, where are you?
I'm the back.
Okay.
I'm the back.
She's part of the print and promotion. I would like for some of our elected officials, they're already gone, like to take some pictures with them, but I will have time. These are the young folks who organized this conference. We were having conference call pretty much every other day, and then also a lot of meetings. Some of them are from Broward, Dade County, and also West Palm Beach. And as you can see, it seems like I'm the oldest among all of them. Thank you so much, guys, for all you do, and thank you for being here tonight with us. Thank you. Now, it is time for us now to thank all of our donors and also the volunteers for the food. We already talked about them. So now I need to thank Pastor in this place here. Pastor Eli Louis, s'il vous plaît. I would like for you all to put your hands together for Pastor Eli Louis. I'm going to tell you this about Pastor Eli Louis. Did you know that he did not give a dime for this conference? And then I'm asking you to applaud him? He did not. But I'm telling you, this conference would not be possible without Pastor Eli Louis. He's the one who connected us with all of the major actors. We raised $1,000 because of Pastor Eli Louis. He was able to connect us with another pastor who gave his church for free to do a movie night, and for that movie night we raised $1,000. Again, he connected us with another pastor. They give food every Thursday, and this is United Haitian Baptist Church. Est-ce que mon United Haitian Baptist Church a fait de voir? Yes. And we have Pastor Yves Marcelon, qui est notre team now. This is Pastor Yves Marcelon. And we have about 15 churches. And we have the church with Pastor Bruno. I cannot recall all of the name. Guys, somebody Bruno, the church of Pastor Bruno. The church of Pastor Villefranche, he's another key major actor for this conference. He donated food, and also I don't know what he would not do for this conference. Côté l'église, Pastor Villefranche, faites-nous donner voir, s'il vous plaît. Maranatha Church, is Maranatha Church here? Maranatha Church, let me hear you. Pastor Duval. L'église Pasteur Samuel Laborde. Where are you? Church of Pastor Samuel Laborde. Qui l'autre l'église comme moi, Pastor Bagan Lisa? It's a lot of you guys here. And also, I want to thank Mr. Emmanuel Morel. He also donated money. We had people putting a lot of efforts for this conference. Now, nous allons traverser la partie qui est très sérieux dans la conférence. Unfortunately, the projector would not cooperate with us. Il y a des gens qui m'ont demandé pour nous faire coopérer avec silence. Now, we also have a lot of other agencies with us. Now we have SCIU. We have Priscilla from SCIU Palm Beach County. And we have I don't know if you saw some ladies standing by here. Anne Mitchell. Is Anne Mitchell here? She's with the sex trafficking group, and I'm gonna allow them a 30 seconds to 2 minutes to 1 minute to introduce themselves. Anne Mitchell, she's with the sex trafficking.
Merci, bonsoir. Je m'appelle Linda Geller-Schwartz. Je suis avec the National Council of Jewish Women and partner organizations against sex trafficking. The 4 green silhouettes you may have seen when you came in is a project we've developed to bring awareness to the growing problem of sex trafficking in our community and in the United States. On pense qu'il y a peut-être 300 000 victimes, enfants, aux États-Unis, et que le moyen âge pour une victime est 13 ans. Alors c'est un problème. So if you get a chance, please stop on your way out. We have information in English and in Creole and in Spanish so that you as parents, educators, ministers, if you see any victims or any potential victims or any signs, you'll know what to look for and you'll have the number to call. I'm also here with another hat on. The ACLU and the League of Women Voters are circulating a petition afterwards to try and get a constitutional amendment on the 2016 ballot. You may not realize, but 1.5 million Florida voters are unable to vote because they committed a mistake at some point in time. And we believe in second chances and that people should get their right back to vote once they paid their price to society. So the petition comes around, please sign it. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. And now we're gonna make history today. When I say we're gonna make history, we have now 2 tables, and we made it in purpose that we separate them because we did not want any fight in this room. I'm kidding. We have 1 table from the Palm Beach County Democratic Party that I would like for you to applaud. And I'm gonna ask one of the representatives to come and greet the audience. And we also have another table from the Palm Beach County GOP, which is the Republican Party. This is history. Now, I'm gonna call Terry. She's the team leader for the Democratic Party, and then I will also call Mr. Michael, who's the new chair for the Republican Party. I'm gonna make history to call both of them together, and we're gonna make it fun. Thank you so very much.
Bonsoir, Mr. Dan. I'm Terry Rizzo. I am proud to be the chair of the Palm Beach County Democratic Party, and we're very, very happy to participate with you tonight in this wonderful event. I want to congratulate you, Samuel. This is a fantastic thing, exactly what is needed in Palm Beach County, and thank all of you for participating. We are pleased to be here with you tonight, making history.
Thank you. And now the chair for the Republican Party, Mr. Michael. We just made history now.
Yes. Bonsoir. Comment are you? I've been to Haiti twice in the past year, and I swear that's all I know. I'm still learning. Good evening, everyone. So glad to be here, representing the Republican Party of Palm Beach County. I was just elected last week. I know my friend Terry was re-elected last week as well, and we have a table of very good friends of ours from the Republican Party here representing us. And walking around, I know I have a lot of other friends that I've already had a chance to talk to this evening. And when Serge, Mr. President Pierre, invited us to come and be here, we couldn't turn the opportunity down. We are very grateful to be here and to be celebrating and honoring Haitian heroes and the work that you do. I just wanted also to present you with a certificate of an award from the Republican Party of Palm Beach County and a small donation to help you continue the work that you've been doing. And we hope, as the party, to work with you and be at your 2nd annual meeting next year and work with you to continue the work you're doing for our young people in this community. Thank you so much, President Pierre.
Thank you so much. This is another certificate, and we also have money. Yes, it's good to have money, right? Yes, thank you so very much. And I'm not gonna tell how much money it is, but thank you so very much for the Republican Party. Now, we're gonna get serious now, because there was a reason why we invited you all to come here. We've had so many conferences in Palm Beach County, across the entire nation. But we want this conference to be different. We invited you to come here to dialogue, to talk. For some reason, the projector won't collaborate with us. The United States of America is the #1 country that has more prisoners than any other country in this entire earth. 2014, United States of America had nearly 2.5 million prisoners, people incarcerated all across the entire nation. And 60% of these prisoners, inmates, they are all black and Latinos. It's not that there's any issue with that. But we don't want this to remain as is. In Palm Beach County, we have our own issues as well. Palm Beach County has Haiti as the largest immigrant country. It's a 1.3 million people population county, Palm Beach County, and Haiti only has about 150,000 people in Palm Beach County. And yet, we're not doing the way we're supposed to be doing. We have a lot of initiatives taking place across the entire nation. In one state of Arizona, they predict how many prison beds they need based on how many third graders can read at grade level. Did you hear me? The state of Arizona is projecting how many prison beds they will need based on how many third graders, based on how well third graders can read. They're taking action. 70% of everybody incarcerated seems to be very low proficient in reading when they were in third grade. We want to change this. Now, we're asking ourselves, what can we do as a community? In Palm Beach County, the Palm Beach County School District has about 14,000 Haitian students, over 100,072 students. Only 30% of our kids are graduated from high school every year. Only 30%. If you're an African American, it is 68.4%. If you're a white student, it is 85.6%. And for us, the Haitian community, it is only 30%. And now, every single year, we are getting incarcerated by the hundreds. And they said that there's a relationship between how well you can read in third grade and your involvement with school dropout, juvenile delinquency. So now, ça que nous a parlé là, sont ces de statistiques que nous avons malheureusement projecteur à ne pas permettre nous partager ensemble, qui fait comprendre que yon ti moun qui parle bien dans third grade, ti moun sa chance li augmenter pour les participer dans game, pour les drop out school, ça veut dire quitter l'école. Donc nous-mêmes qu'on a besoin qu'on ait, qui ça nous doit faire as a community? The theme of this conference is out of jail, in school, where our kids belong. So we invited you tonight to think about, as a community, to think about what we can do as a community. We have mayors, we have commissioners, we have the two leading parties in the nation right here with us. So we have everybody we need to dialogue, to converse about what we can do as a community. And also the most important people in this room are the religious leaders. If you're a pastor, can you please stand? So son pasteur, est-ce qu'on a tant pis font petit camper pour nous? Brother Pierreville, pasteur Joseph Henri, pasteur Samuel Laborde, I know about the pastor Kila. Thank you so very much for coming back. Pastor Serge, nous avons pile pouvoir. You have a lot of powers. Now, we would like to work together as a community to see what we can do to change this, first in Palm Beach County and throughout the entire nation. And for this, we have 5 objectives for the year 2015. One of them is to facilitate that 200 Haitian parents enroll with what they call PTA, Parent Teacher Association, because it is proven that when parents prennent initiative pour agir dans nos petites l'école, si moun sa bay plus rendement. We want to be able to facilitate 100 kids to enroll in the Explorer program. Nous avons police avec nous là, nous avons petit moun dans Explorer program. We would like for 100 kids starting January 1st of 2015 until December 31st. We would like 200 Haitian parents to enroll in PTA, 100 Haitian kids to enroll with the Explorer programs. And then also we would like to facilitate that 200 young Haitians from 18 to 25 years old to have their voter registration, because you need to get involved, young guys. Yes, sir. You're the power, you're the future of the nation. We want you to get involved. We will not be able to do anything if we do not have political power.
Yes, sir.
Because those elected officials, that's how you can drive them, by vote. If you want them to do stuff, you gotta go out and vote. And you cannot vote without your voter registration. So we want at least 200 18 to 25 years old to get their voter registration. The most important thing about our objective for 2015, we would like for at least 10 churches to have Department of Education within their church. What do we mean by that? We want you as a community to start focusing on the education on our kids. We have a lot of parents working 2, 3 jobs. Most of them, they don't even know how to read. I used to be a substitute teacher before I worked with the American Red Cross. C'est pas tout devoir third grade. Yon moun ki gon bachelor, ki gon BS café, no? Not everybody with a BS, like a bachelor's degree, can do the homework, the assignment that I'm seeing third graders are doing. If my mom cannot read, Pastor, you cannot ask my mom to keep track on what I'm doing in school. You're my mom's leader, you need to take leadership on this.
Amen.
So we want 10 churches to have a minimum of 10 churches. We don't go too high because we want it to be measurable and also we want it to be feasible so that we can do it. We are volunteers, we're not working for Haitian Youth. So we want 10 churches to have Department of Education and we can work about what you will be doing. And those departments, the only thing they will do is to focus on our kids' education. And you don't want a pastor to be the leader of that department because we want you to engage our young folks. You want them to become leaders, right? You need to start engaging them since they're in your church, right? So we want those departments to be led by the young folks, high schoolers. If they go to high school, of course they can represent an elementary school student. They may not leave the school during school hours to go to school, but yes, they can facilitate the lecture or the reading of our bulletin. How many parents? Combien de parents qui dans salle là? Les petits qui prennent bulletin, nous pas même comprendre qui ça bulletin a dit. Nous pas besoin de. But we want our kids to be able to serve in these capacities because they want to do stuff. When they go to church, what they're doing? Texting, Facebooking, and they're always complaining that they're bored. Right. So we need to start engaging them. They need stuff to do. And today, this is why we brought in an expert. I'm gonna call Darla Renee to introduce our keynote speaker. I brought in an expert here. He's from Tennessee. He came here for free. I don't know afterward if he's gonna ask for anything because there were promises here, so he knows now that we're gonna get money. So hopefully he won't ask for money. I know he won't. He's gonna be our keynote speaker to address this issue. And you'll know about him through Darla. He's here with us with his family, his wife. Paulette, can you please stand up? This is his wife. And also he has his daughter. Can you please stand up, Carla? They're all from Tennessee. They came in town yesterday. And now I'm gonna call Darla, who's a member of this conference committee, to introduce our keynote speaker to us. Darla, you have the mic. She told me that she's very nervous. She might want, so I'm gonna stay here by her so that she.
All right.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Darla Renee, and I go to Olympic Heights High School, and I'm here to present J. Jerome Princeton. J. Jerome Princeton is an associate professor of the Chief Assessment Coordinator at Johnson University in Knoxville, Tennessee. He is also an adjunct professor at Christianville College in Haiti and the director of the Caribbean Leadership and Institute. He currently teaches in the field of educational philosophy and biblical hermeneutics. Princeton is a graduate of Johnson University, the Southern Baptist Theology Seminar, Bob Jones University, and has done additional studies at the University of Tennessee, the University of Louisville, and the Institute Emus in Switzerland. He has been a church pastor, a missionary, a Bible translator, editor, an education consultant, and the founder and first president of Christianville College in Haiti. Princeton is a 2007-2009 alumni of the Oxford Roundtable at the University of Oxford, England, where he has presented papers on science and religion. He is also an alumni of the Faraday Institute of Cambridge University in England. Besides his professional interests, he is also a freelance cellist and enjoys playing in a string quartet with his 3 daughters. Princeton is accompanied by his wife, Paulette Princeton, who works as an architectural designer and the French lecturer at Johnson University. Thank you.
I have the honor to introduce you Dr. Princeton. He used to be my president when I was in Haiti. He was the president of the university I went to. So, thank you so very much, Dr. Princeton. We have the audience.
Thank you so much, Sammy, for this invitation. I'm extremely happy and I feel honored to be a part of this organization and to have the opportunity to speak those words tonight. The title of my presentation is Assets and Skills to Repair the Broken Walls in Our Communities. Now, I know this sounds a bit pretentious because I don't live in this community and I don't know all the problems that you face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the foundations for what I'm going to be saying. And at the end of my presentation, I'm going to ask you yourselves to identify those assets and skills and come up with ways that you could use those assets, use those skills in the solution and the problem solving that we face in these communities.
Ok. Dr. Presson li ap e bayon an plan de travail que li pral fè a, kote li pral ese travay ensemble avec nous pour nous capable identifier talent avec ressources que nous gagnons dans la communauté nous.
So I'd like to focus my remarks today on the theme of repairers of broken walls. Repairers of broken walls. In Bible time, the security of a city, and by extension, its well-being and prosperity, depended to a large measure on the strength of its fortified walls. Usually, the security of a city begins to weaken when a breach appears in its walls, allowing the enemy to have a foothold into the city. A breach was a hole or a gap in a fortified wall. It was important to regularly inspect and repair all such gaps because they constituted a serious security risk. Therefore, a well-sealed and guarded fortified wall with no breaches was understandably associated with a sense of security, a sense of well-being, a sense of peace of mind, and to some extent, prosperity. if you were a ruler in the ancient world, it was your top priority to make sure that your defenses were secure. And usually that means that there were no gaps, no breaches in your walls. And you are keeping watch to make sure that no approaching army, no approaching enemy has the opportunity to punch a hole in your wall. The question that begs to be asked tonight is, do you have any breach in your wall? Do you have any gap? Does the Haitian community in this town, in this community, have gaps in its wall? Based on some very disturbing statistics that we have just heard, the answer is yes. Too many of us, too many of you have not been watching. Too many of us have not been paying attention. We've not been maintaining our walls, repairing our walls, and thus allowing some serious gaps to form in your wall and make us vulnerable to the temptations and the vices and all manner of social ills that breed on the streets of our communities. For some, the breaches in our lives have already allowed troublemakers to come in and start their destructive work. And maybe you or somebody that you know may already be dealing with that. For some, there are potential troubles looming in the horizon because the enemy has already entered our security perimeters. And we have been subjected under the destructive influence. For others still, we may be okay for now, but we have holes in our security walls. And it's just a matter of time when pretty serious trouble will come right inside our homes. So, people who are not paying attention, like a lot of parents, people are not paying attention, like leaders and communities, authorities, who do not inspect or maintain our system of defense. The enemy is going to sneak on you. The enemy is going to sting on us. And he's going to get inside our homes and cities and communities, and he's going to start wreaking havoc. Now, the Bible tells us about a great city in the book of Revelation, chapter 3. The name of that city was Sardis. It used to be a very opulent city that sits on a mountaintop. The city of Sardis was the capital of the Lydian Empire. It was a very, very rich city, which caused them to be under attack a lot. It is said that coins as a system of commercial transaction was invented in that city. So these kids, they hang out with people who are up to no good, because church and community leaders are too busy with their personal spirituality to rescue them and provide them with positive role models. Now, by now you must have realized that the idea of a breach in your wall encompasses a whole set of complex problems, characteristics of this day and age. As serious as it is, and as is mentioned in the Bible, broken walls are a very, very modern concern today. In fact, I would like to submit to you that the security walls are one of the top concerns in today's society, both literally and figuratively, because these walls do not just hide They also happen in the locus of our very lives. Nowadays, everybody worries about hackers finding a hole in their computer security systems to come in and commit all sorts of crimes, including preying on children. The banking system, the government, public and private entities who are in the business of storing personal information are constantly on the watch and sometimes feel like they are playing catch-up with criminals. But while breaches in cyberspace may be the top security concern of today, the figurative breaches in our communities are even more serious. There are holes everywhere. There are holes everywhere. Whether they come by way of technology, where kids look for meaning in dangerous online activities, or through the arts, where kids look for meaning in things like rap music, and I am not bashing rap music. That's not what I'm doing.
Oui, bon, c'est parti ça, faut nous comprendre, côté que Dr. Presson l'a parlé de conseil de bagaille que ti moun gen accès avec eux, côté que y a regardé de tout bagaille qui mal sur computer, bagaille qui gen ouais avec ça qui pas bon pour santé ou vie.
Or sometimes they try to find meaning through gang activities, gang culture, where kids find the means to channel their emotional energies, their fears, their frustrations, through sometimes unlawful activities that these gangs are involved in.
Donc, si vous avez cherché une raison pour faire une série de bagailles qui pas bon pour vous.
So while today one of the fastest growing market segments is for people who work in cybersecurity and who know how to plug security breaches, firewalls, to protect against cyber attacks, cyber crimes. In that fashion, one of the most critical needs for our communities today are for parents, community leaders, community authorities, religious leaders to work together as repairers of broken walls.
Ok, sinon, tu n'as pas de laisser voir pour faire silence. Puis ça, docteur Pinson, il avait essayé de faire là. Ils sont à parler en ville, côté que qui ça qui était qu'on gagne pour mettre sécurité dans la ville ça, et qu'on a les vins à faire parallèle là avec Timoun nous aujourd'hui aujourd'hui, qui yo même gagne exposé avec un paquet de bagailles qu'on a montré comment nous-mêmes, l'église, le gouvernement, et toute entité qui est involvée, comment nous devons, même avec ville, ça, jouer une façon pour nous mettre sécurité, pour nous empêcher que les gens soient victimes de bagailles.
So, I said we've got holes everywhere. And we all need to be repairers of those breaches. Such a challenge was issued to the people in Isaiah 58, where the following things were evident as part of the solution. First, and I'm taking this from Isaiah 58. I want this to be as much as possible words from the Bible. First, goodwill among neighbors. Goodwill among men and women. What a marvelous theme to talk about during this Christmas season. Goodwill among neighbors. Goodwill among men and women. A spirit of compassion, a spirit of goodness, a spirit of kindness, consideration, charity, all of that. Secondly, community solidarity. And I see a lot of that here tonight. Community solidarity. People standing together to protect their assets and support each other. So if we're talking about our assets that we need to protect, well, it doesn't matter what we believe in terms of our personal politics. Our assets are our assets. And We've got to defend them. We've got to protect them.
Ça,
We've
docteur
got to
Prince,
invest in them.
oui, ça, docteur Prince, ABC fait là, nous va connaître si nous, alors, avec formation qui était formation théologie et ils sont docteur en éducation, l'ABC montre qui ça, la tiré dans la Bible sous façon que nous sommes capables de sécuriser tout le monde. Et dans le verset dans Ésaïe que se prend là, il a montré côté nous besoin de bonne volonté, nous besoin de solidarité dans la communauté pour nous camper contre les ressources qui prennent. Parce que nous avons bonnes ressources, mais si nous ne mettons pas tête nous ensemble, nous avons perdu.
Now, there will be differences, there will be disagreements, but again, when it comes to the assets of our community, when it comes to the assets of our country, we have to stand together in solidarity. Now, a third theme in Isaiah 50, social justice.